Let's see who pops into the chat. Just for the shits and giggles of it. So we'll see if anybody even joins in. Hello, how you doing? I know it's late at night. Welcome into the Late Night Insomnia Show. It's the first time I'm trying this one so late. And they left. Just waiting to see if people start showing up. You know, guys, just trying to figure out YouTube's kind of difficult for me. I'm working on it, but it's not so easy. You know, trying to figure out how all this works and everything like that, it's getting kind of difficult. Luckily, I was able to figure out the green screen. We're going to give it a little while longer, see if anybody wants to chit-chat. If you want to pop on in and say hi, feel free. I'm just sitting here chilling. I think that's a neat little thing. Hello. If you want to say something, pop on in and say hi. Name's Clint Gage. Welcome into the show. You know, woke up a little bit ago, can't go back to bed, so figured why not go live. What's up, Barry? Oh, it's a non-nicotine vape. Oh, I'm doing all right there, Zachary. Just trying to get through the night, having insomnia issues, as the title of the show said. Yeah, it's a frozen watermelon, but it's a non-nicotine vape. Yeah, I'm in Texas. Alfredo, hello there. Hi, how you doing? Oh, cool. You're in Texas too? That's neat. Hi. You look like you could be my chill uncle. Yeah, I get that I'm a pretty chill guy sometimes. A lot, actually. Thank you, Zachary. Hot tea and pumping off will put you back to sleep. You know, probably would. I'm in Southeast Texas, man. I'm near Louisiana, so I'm in some swamps. Like in the Chainsaw, Texas. You mean the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That was not an actual show thing. It didn't actually happen. You're in East Texas? That's cool, Zachary. You know, it's always neat to have people from East Texas, people from Texas, period. You know, normally I get people from all over the world. You know, I'm just sitting here chilling in my RV. Hello, Subject 14. Nice to see you here, man. I didn't think you'd be up this late. I can't get to bed. I've been trying. But it's like 2-something in the morning, so I figured I'd just jump on here. What's up, Lucy? How you doing? It's 3:02 for you, 3:02 p.m. or a.m.? 5:32 p.m. Oh, okay, Subject. My exes live in Texas. Thank you for liking the beard. You know, it's a religious thing. I'm Viking by descent, so having a beard is kind of essential to us. In fact, I gotta go grab my axe from the bedroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the show. Ugh. Guys, I never do the show without my trusty Trolls Bane. So I used to get rid of trolls. If I point it at the screen and say, hey, chill out, it means chill out. Need a scythe? You got a hammer in your room? That's cool. I have Ragnarok in my future. I see what you mean. You know, there's actually a website you can go to, Zachary, that's called budk.com. And they have two separate kinds of scythes you can buy. One's kind of an anime style, and the other one literally just looks like Death's scythe. And they're not badly priced. So you might want to look into that if you want a scythe. That must be on the TV. Or no, that's on the tube. All right, got it. But yeah, I know a lot about where to buy weapons and some pretty decent armor. Yeah, the anime one is pretty cool, but it's really big. Like, it's big. But if you're wanting to do a really cool looking cosplay for a Renaissance fair or something like that, then that's something to go for. Oh, I haven't looked in a while, so you might have to check in yourself. But it's Budk, B-U-D-K, capital K, .com. All right, guys, the green screen effect is kind of lagging me a little bit, so I'm going to go on ahead and remove it. My shuck, you are messing with my camera stand there. Sorry, my Labrador is messing with my camera stand. Guessing Viking was King Fine Hair. Greatest Viking was King Fine Hair. You know, that's not a bad choice. Some have other choices, like my relative was Eric the Red. My friend was Weapons and Armor. That's awesome, Subject 14. Tell them to check out Dark Knight Armory. You know, they got some awesome stuff, and a lot of it. In fact, I'm going to be getting their Fafnir armor when I'm able to save the money. Oh, Zachary, I have no idea. You can search Budk on Google. Yeah, you can search Budk on Google, no problem. Yeah, K, Dark Knight, like as in a knight riding in on horses. Yeah, Dark Knight Armory is pretty awesome. You know, I definitely enjoyed them. In fact, Trolls Bane, when I first bought it, well, assembled it, the pieces came from Dark Knight Armory. And then I assembled it myself. There you go, Subject 14. Now you got it right. There's Budk, B-U capital K, B-U-D capital K.com. It's short for Budget Knives. You know, it's a great website. You know, if you ain't got a lot to spend, it's a good place to go to get yourself a decent blade, as long as you know what you're looking for. Some of them are cheap, but some of them are cheap because they're overstock. And you can actually get a really good knife that can cost you normally $100 for like 40, 50 bucks. So it's a really good steal sometimes in Budk. You just got to know what to look for. Anything Gil Hibben is awesome. Definitely check out their closeout sales if you go to Budk. Yeah, B-U-D-K, B-U-D-K.com. But yeah, it's a great little website if you really are into weapons. You know, I'm a huge Weapons and Armor and Medieval Times fan. I try to collect as many medieval weapons as I can get my hands on. In fact, sitting right here beside me is a medieval mace. I carry this around as a walking cane. You know, guys. So, yeah. If you want to know about weapons, I'm not a bad person to ask. By the way, where can I get a necklace like yours? I found mine on a website by the name of well, actually, you can find it on Dark Knight Armory if you look hard enough. There's also another website by the name of Azure Green, like Azure Azure, I believe, and then you put the word green behind it .net, and you'll find that one. All right, Zachary, that's cool. Yes, I love. Normally, I'm in a tunic. Normally, I'm in a Viking tunic and a hat. You can ask Subject 14. I usually get a little fancy right about now. But honestly, I didn't go live tonight because I hung out with my dad and then I had to watch over my friend. So I ended up deciding to go live later on, when I couldn't sleep. Yeah, there you go. Right there, subject14.net, I believe. He is always fancy in a tunic. Yeah, and then you include the jewelry, and it just adds up. I like to thank everybody who's new here. If you would, please come join the chat. Come have some fun with us, guys. Come get to know us. I've been called the chillest guy on the internet. So pop on in, say hi. Welcome on in. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Come join the family. But anyway, guys, thank you for the 3 likes for sure. That's awesome of you guys. But let's try to see if we can get a few more. We're only going to go for about an hour tonight. Thank you, Zachary. Thank you very much. Hi, Muhammad. How are you? Oh, man, that short that I just posted about war being a terrible thing, that was partially in exchange for you because I'm having trouble getting pictures from the Kashmir incident onto, the right file and where I could share it here on YouTube so that I can make a video for you. What time is it here? Oh, good Lord. It's 3:10. Scotland. Welcome in, Scotland. Tunnel Trek. Gotcha. Yeah, war is awful. People yes, they hate because of the dumbest things. They really, really do. No, I'm not sleeping yet, Muhammad. I'm having not schizophrenia, but I'm having insomnia issues tonight because of the schizophrenia issues I've been having. So now I'm just awake. So I get to deal with that. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, I'll be all right. This isn't the first time. Guys, we're still gonna have Morning Mojo in the morning. I'm just gonna run down to the store and see if somehow I can pull off getting a monster. But that's about the best option I got. Either that or I'm gonna be making a lot of coffee. They have insane looking weapons. Yes, I know they do, don't they, Zachary? And the cool part about it is, if a kid wants a weapon, they got LARP stuff. So if a kid wants to start collecting weapons, you can get him some really cool looking LARP weapons on there, and then he can graduate up to better stuff. But that's what I love about Dark Knight Armory and Bud K. They got some really awesome things. Yeah, I'm a schizophrenic epileptic. They're panic. So I have some mental and physical health problems that make me look older. You have an actual tunic there, Subject 14? That's cool. But yeah, panic. I just look a lot older than what I actually am. It's due to the epilepsy for sure. Just a little bit, not a lot. Oh, I'm fine, panic. It's just something I got to put up with, man. It's a part of my life. I've learned to accept it. I've moved on. And it was hard at first, especially getting used to seeing and hearing things when the schizophrenia really got bad. The epilepsy, when it really kicked in, I had to get used to dealing with constant nerve pain. But I got used to it. You know, guys, it's not like I couldn't overcome it. The only thing I couldn't overcome was the state of Texas saying, hey, you can't work. So I'm on disability. You know, but I am trying to get off of disability. Thank you, Subject 14. I wish it would stop too. Subject 14 is actually a fan of mine. He's seen a lot of the artwork of things that I see, you know, and stuff like that. Some of the pictures of stuff that I see and talk to me. He's heard some of the things that go on, you know. So he has a bit of a firsthand understanding. Thank you so much, Subject 14. You know, just in case you guys want to see. This is just one of my best, okay? This is one of my best drawings because I actually fully colored it. This is one of the things I see as a schizophrenic. Yeah. It's pretty gnarly, you know, seeing things like that. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing them since I was a small child. And trust me, guys, thank you for liking the artwork, Zachary. Yeah, seeing these things since you were, you know, knee-high to a grasshopper is not fun. You know, guys, it's really hard. It always has been. But, you know, you can overcome it. You can learn to get better at it. You can learn to control it. And some people can, some people can't. You know, it depends on the severity of somebody's schizophrenia. Mine just happens to not be that severe. It's bad enough to where it messes with me so bad that it knocks me down for days. But it's not that severe. But yeah, these things that I see, you know, they're just the things that I see in here. They're just a hallucination. They're just a product of my own mind, and I got to keep that in my own head. You know, granted, they're as real as you and me, but I just got to remember that. How old are you, Zachary? Because I ain't even going to try to guess. I'm terrible at that. Just by seeing a dead Z and a circle, no. But if you're going to say you're super young, sorry, brother. This is 18 and only. Or 18 and up only. Yeah, Zachary, I'm sorry, bro. You're going to have to go. Yeah, if you're 13, you got to go. Sorry, Zachary. Yeah, see you, man. Yeah, you got to go if you're that young, man. Sorry. I ain't going to get in trouble. And what you doing up anyway? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It was nice talking to you too, little man. But it's beside the point. Thank you. You know, definitely it's a great thing to see that people are understanding sometimes. Some of the younger generations don't get so angry when you ask them to leave. You know, this is actually starting to show that some of our younger generation are finally starting to grow up with some manners, you know, which is a huge deal. Because, guys, I've seen so many young kids that have got about as much manners as a ticked off rattlesnake, you know. And if you ever been around a ticked off rattlesnake, they ain't got no manners. They're just all bite and all rattle. That's all they are. You know, 100% ornery. But, you know, some of these kids are like that. And to see some that are understanding. understanding and would be like, all right, man, I'm sorry I came in. It was nice talking to you, and they leave. That's great. You know, for anybody who's new that's just joining us, please hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Come join us in for the rest of the time. Come join the family. You know, I'm open to anybody saying hi. So pop on in. I just ask, please be 18 and older. So yeah, we got subject 14 here. He's a really good, close fan. So, you know, pop on in and say hi, guys. You know, it's been a long night. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but we're gonna get through it. But guys, you know, life as a schizophrenic is definitely different. Life as an epileptic is definitely different. When both of these things developed, which they hit me hard at the same time. But when they both hit me at the same time, dude, that's when everything turned gray and my hair fell out. But, you know, guys, I don't care. Why? Because I'm alive and I can do this and I can get through it. And it doesn't matter, because if our ancestors can get through stuff like this, I can get through stuff like this. You know, guys, you can get through struggles. You know, all it takes is a little bit of gumption and a little bit of, you know, elbow grease. You can do it. Good old-fashioned gumption. And a lot of us are missing that nowadays. When did they develop? And second question, are they genetic? No. I had them since birth. The schizophrenia was light. It was schizoactivity at the time. But I've had a few concussions. So those few concussions made it activate worse. What really made it happen was I had a mental breakdown when my second wife left. And that actually kick-started the schizophrenia. The epilepsy started really getting bad around 25, 27, when I started realizing that my whole body was shaking constantly. And I went to the doctor, and they said they were going to watch after me. Well, about 3 minutes into them watching me and doing a stress test, I had a seizure. So they were like, guess what? You're epileptic. And I was like, son of a... dang it. You know? That's not what I wanted to hear. But it's what it was. And it is what it is. And as far as the schizophrenia goes, I've always had it. It's just, it was misdiagnosed for attention deficit disorder. And I was given the wrong medication. So I've grown up trying to deal with it my entire life, because I had a hard family that believed in strict, hard discipline. So I had to grow up being a normal kid no matter what was going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's all good. The worst nightmare was when I actually had to go through the American medical system, especially the Texas medical system. And I had to go into a behavioral institute in order to get evaluated. Well, guys, no. Just no. All right. I got a wang in my ear. Somebody peed on me. Somebody pooed on me. You know, it was the worst days of my life. I could not wait to get out of that. Oh, yeah, it was awful. You know, you never know when you go into any of these little small clinics around here or something like that. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to do what. And a lot of these little small clinics don't have the facilities to house the ultra crazies away from the people who just need some guidance and help. You know, so you've got people who are simply just having clinical depression that are in there to be treated, that have to deal with people that are clinically insane that are running around the room spitting in your face and, spanking it in the corner and, junk like that, jumping out at people and screaming, "I'm a demon," and running down the hallway. Or one guy, one guy, one guy I'll never forget. This guy was actually kind of cool. I like to talk to him. We called him Birdie. He thought he was a bird. He really did. He thought he was a parrot, to be precise, which was hilarious because they got him to call out breakfast every morning. He'd say that breakfast, sausage, pancakes, eggs. He'd get sad every time he'd see eggs. It'd make him sad because he'd be just like, but this dude was crazy, but he was awesome at the same time. And he's one of the few people I'm going to miss from out of there. But at the same time, I needed the treatment, guys, because when I got out, I got my medication that I needed and I got my brain straight. So everything worked out right. And we've got to definitely fix the American medical system somehow, guys. We've got to make a lot of these systems better. The road systems, the internet needs to be revamped. The Congress needs to be revamped. There's a lot of things that need to be redone, guys, that are just holding us back as Americans, and they're turning our new generations into soft, lazy people. And we need to bring back, the hard American man. We need to bring back the hard-working American woman. What happened to the posters of "We can do this" with the woman rolling up her sleeves? What happened to the posters of, men holding steel beams on their arms going, "Uncle Sam needs you for construction"? Guys, those kind of men, the kind of people that built Manhattan, the kind of people that dug the subway tunnels. We need those kind of men and women back. And our next generation aren't going to grow up, thinking that way. They're going to grow up thinking they can take mental health days, and still be able to pay their bills, and you can't do that. There's a few companies where if you take too many days off, you're fired, and I hate to say it, but we need to definitely teach some of these younger people that what they're going to be prepared for, because some people ain't teaching. I'm not saying anybody in my chat would be like that, but I'm saying some people ain't teaching the kids, and it shows. It shows in today's society. It does. And what breaks my heart the worst is that I'm contributing by being part of social media. Guys, social media is one of the biggest problems we're having right now because it's influencing people to do some of the craziest things. I mean, the Tide Pod challenge. Really? You gonna eat a Tide Pod? You know what's in the Tide Pod, right? Laundry detergent. You know what's not meant to be in your body? Laundry detergent. You know what's meant to be on your body? Clean clothes. You ain't gonna eat what cleans your clothes. That's just, I mean, who seriously eats Tide Pod? Oh, yeah. Yeah, make kids go outside more, guys. Make the kids go have some fun. I make my niece angry all the time that I have to watch her because as soon as I go to watch her, I take her cell phone away from her and I put it up on a high shelf where she can't reach it. And I tell her, go be a kid. You don't need that phone with you. Go be a kid. Now, if she comes to us and she's like, "Hey, I want to go up the road to my friend's house. Here's the phone." That's how that works. If she's going over to a friend's house, we want to be able to keep in contact with her. So there's the phone. That's what it's for. It's not meant for her to play with it all the daggum time. It's not meant for it to be a babysitter. It's meant for her to look stuff up, do some schoolwork, maybe play a little bit of video games, contact us, and use for emergencies. That's what it's for, guys. And that's what you should always teach your kid about when you give them a cell phone. This isn't for you to create a YouTube channel, because there's no reason why a 10-year-old should have a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel with his parents, that I understand. But a YouTube channel completely by himself. No, guys. No. Shouldn't do that. I've definitely done some things in the past that I regretted that I shouldn't have done. But, I try to make up for them every day. And that's all you really can do if you make a mistake, is try to make up for it. So it's definitely awesome whenever people can actually sit back, talk like adults, and take everything seriously. Joe Shore, what's up, man? Yeah, people using phones as an easy way to babysit subject 14. It's awful. But what's up, Joe? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. Sorry, I've been really busy. I've been trying to grow my channel, and I've been trying to deal with schizophrenia on top of everything else. So how you doing, brother? So yeah, welcome on in, everybody. If you're here, please hit the like and subscribe and the bell icon. Come pop on into the chat, say hi, and then come join the family. Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm just having insomnia tonight. It's good to hear you're doing good, man. But yeah, I'm just having insomnia issues tonight. What, Shuckers? You need to go potty? You need to go potty, boy? What, big boy? Yeah. Oh. You need to go potty, big boy? Huh? Do you need to go potty? All right, I'll take you out. Hang on, guys. My black lab Shuck has to go to the bathroom. Let me set this back. Oh! Go on, Shuck. Cut the AC off for a minute. Till he's done going putty. Oh! Can you be a mod? You know what? No problem, man. I actually know you're an adult. I'll make you a mod. All right, what's going on? Can you ask chat? What's up? Can I tell you something before I leave? What's up, Zachary? But, hey, no problem there, Joe. I know you're an adult. I've been having trouble with accidentally running into kids, because my problem is I'm trying to create a channel. I tried to create a channel where it could be, all ages included, with the exception of below the age of 16. I didn't want anybody below that age. But that ended up causing a damn problem, and so I ended up quitting that shit. Your dad's abusive, Zachary? Call the cops. Call the cops. That's the best advice I can give you. The instant he does it or gets done doing it, call the cops. Before you or he does something you both regret. Yeah, man, you see a kid, you hear somebody that sounds like a kid, something like that, Joe, get rid of them. Somebody's being a troll, get rid of them. Yeah, it does happen a lot, Joe. It's fine now. My mom is divorced. She's divorced from him, so you're not around him anymore. Then just don't see him for a while. Let him stew on what he did. He'll change his attitude over time because he'll realize what he did. Guys, I'm hitting a non-nicotine vape for a little bit. It's part of YouTube. Yeah, oh, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, Zachary. And yeah, having trolls and everything's part of YouTube. But that's why I have Trolls Bane. I pointed at the screen whenever somebody does something wrong. I'll swing it on the second time. And if I swing it, I'm cutting you out the chat. Even with the situation right now is, Zachary, you can't always believe everything you see on YouTube. Oh, yeah, that's true. See you, Zachary. I understand, man. Have a good day, little buddy. Go to bed, though. Go to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the dead-gum morning over here. Go to bed. Okay. Well, it's 3:30. But yeah, man, kids just pop in. I mean, even the only way to do it is to set the chat to 100% 18. And when I do that, I can't see you guys' chats. I can't see what you guys type. So it sucks because I can't see a dead-gum thing. I hate the misinfo they spread online. Yeah, I know, man. Some people were trying to say that I was doing predatory activity. I was like, guys, really? Yeah, they show up anyway. You want to know why? Because they're on their parents' accounts. They're on their parents' account. So they can pop in. Oh, yeah, they need like a credit card verification or something. You know, like a 2-point verification system or something just to be able to get into another live. Like, you need to be able to verify that you're not a kid. If it's set to not only that, they don't need to have a 2-step selection process for making it 18 and only. If you select not for kids, it should be 18 and up. You know, and if you do select 18 and up, it shouldn't take away your ability to see the chat. You know, that just makes no sense. Why should it take away your ability to speak and interact with your fans? That makes no sense. Yeah, the pedo crap. It's fucking annoying. You know, I'm an uncle and a dad. So I don't shun kids. I talk to them. I try to teach them. That was why I tried to do my show originally for everyone, you know, so that young kids could learn. And, you know, those that might not have father figures or something like that might at least have some fatherly wisdom in their life. Well, that backfired like a son of a bitch. So I'm not doing that again. They are very redundant, man. This is burning out. Oh, well, who cares? It's nicotine. Well, not nicotine. It's the feel of nicotine, damn it. I keep forgetting it's not nicotine. I'm trying to tell myself it is. But yeah. Yeah, YouTube's not only redundant, but YouTube's kind of a little bit on the, and hey, guys, I could say this to get away with it because I am mentally challenged. But it's a little bit on the retarded side. You know? It's almost dirt. But that's beside the point. But, you know, it's, gosh dang, people just love to hate, even when the person doesn't deserve the hate. Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to quit smoking for a while, but all the stress that's hit me lately, man, I have been wanting to take my pipe here and load it like crazy lately. I've had it sitting beside me because I'm like, do I really want to quit smoking or not? And guys, yeah, I want to quit smoking. You know, it's better for my lungs. You know, I'm starting to breathe better. But God, is it hard when you hit rough times. Good freaking God. Oh my Lord, I just want a cigarette. You know what I mean? Oh, I know. I'm definitely quitting so I don't die. Oh yeah, take it day by day. You know, that's why I grabbed a non-nicotine vape, because there's no nicotine in it. I'm just trying to get the habit. Thank you, man. Thank you, subject. I actually didn't think I was going to get anybody in here tonight. I jumped on here just to say what the hell ever. Whatever. Let's try this out. Oh, yeah. I watched you, Joe. I see what you mean. And I used to smoke 2 packs a day. And I cut it down to 4 cigarettes a day. And then I cut it down to 1 non-nicotine vape a month. And it's been a hard month. Why is it that I decided to put down the nicotine this month? Odin's really testing me. But, that's just how life is. You get tested by the gods. Yeah, a cig a day is an awesome thing sometimes, man. I won't lie. There's been some times I've slipped up, but I took a couple drags and handed it over to somebody else because it's been so long since I smoked. I started going, I'm like, if I'm going to choke and gag like that, I might as well be smoking good shit, and not tobacco. You better be giving me some of that Snoop Dogg level crap at that point. And more likely be Loki. Yeah, probably messing with me, But quit hitting the stand. I know that there's not much room in here for us, baby boy, but stand, please. You know what? I'm going to try to help you out a little bit there, Bubby. Let's shrink it in just a little. Bring them little legs in just a little bit. How long have I been smoking cigarettes? Since I was 19 and I'm 37. I just quit this year. You'd love to quit smoking, but it's not an easy... No, it is not. No, good Lord, it's not. Especially not when you're trying to figure out... hey, Nightshade. But especially when trying to figure out something that you don't know much about. I don't have very many social skills, guys. I know it looks like I do. It's just because I'm a good talker. But I don't have very many social skills. I didn't grow up with people. I grew up with animals. So my social skills are limited to old farts. Grandpas, okay? Started smoking around 15 years old, and now you're 29. All right, Joe. I got you. 6:40 p.m. there. All right, Nightshade. You're doing not too bad. What'd you think about that little short story I sent you? Because that's Mont Martican and Unkiliak's background. Or Chaco Kevus. It's 3:14 a.m. where you are. Yeah, it's 3:41 a.m. for me. So, yeah, Joe, we're pretty close to the same area. So, yeah, we got the same time zone. It was Cook. Yeah, it was cool. Thank you. That was just a quick little rough draft. But, guys, yeah, we've been sitting here chilling for 40. Why am I up so early? I haven't gone to bed yet, Nightshade. I haven't been able to. Yeah, same time zone, brother. But I haven't been able to go to bed. So I'm just awake. You're in Texas, so... Oh, okay, I'm in Southeast Texas. I will eventually, Nightshade. But it won't be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow afternoon. I'll take me a nap. But, I'm probably going to be up until Final Thoughts. I mean, not Final Thoughts. Till Morning Mojo is over. But I just can't help it. I'm wide awake. Every time I lay down, boing. You get tired, you go lay down, you got the strength, the strength of Hercules and the power of 1,000 nuclear power plants. And you're just like, why? Oh, yeah, Texas for sure, Joe. You have 20 minutes until you have to go? All right, Nightshade. I got you. Shuck, that is my foot you are crushing. Thank you, baby. But yeah, I live out here in Southeast Texas, so close to Beaumont. Not too bad of a little old town. But yeah, guys, it's definitely been interesting. Nightshade, how's the Mozzies? Mozzies? What's Mozzies? Because I did age restricted earlier, I was trying to see if I could get the chat to pop up anyway, Nightshade, and it just didn't. So I said, the heck with it. Try to lay down again and relax. 100% understand if you don't lay down and try to get some sleep. Oh, I got you. The mosquitoes ain't too bad there for you. Thank you, Joe. I understand entirely. I'll lay down when I finally feel tired again. But yeah, Nightshade, I don't even feel mosquitoes anymore. Oh, mozzies are mosquitoes. I got you. Personally, when I want to go to sleep, I put on something on YouTube to watch that kind of plays in the background. Oh, I got you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was one thing I didn't know, about Aussie slang was mozzies. They won't stop biting you there, subject. Might need to get yourself some off or little citronella candles around you. That's South Australian for you. No, we got a buttload of mosquitoes around here. In fact, those bugs that you constantly see flying in front of the camera because I got my front door wide open. Mosquitoes. See you later, Nightshade. Oh, yeah, Nightshade's from Australia. We have had people from Russia. We've had people from Ukraine, England, Scotland, all over the world. Oh, yeah, definitely good luck on the sleeping part. Because when I say I'm wide awake, guys, I mean I'm wide awake. Like, I can run a marathon right now, probably, if I can run. But I can't run to save my life. Why? Not only am I a fat man, but I have tumors in my feet. Well, I wouldn't say I'm too much of a fat man. I'm losing the gut there steadily day by day. I've actually went from 250 pounds down to 218. I've almost lost 30 pounds, guys. Thank you. I can't shave my beard. It's actually religious. Being of the Viking faith, I can't shave my beard. But I love it. I like sitting there thinking and just doing this. Plus, I oil it so it's nice and soft. One day I'll do a beard routine video for you guys. Yes, they're not cancerous. They're just benign tumors. I've got one in each foot. But I've also got 19 other ones in various places all over the rest of my body. But they're all benign. Grows out like that. I do I do the same thing. Oh, yeah, definitely. I got you, Jennifer. 4:46 a.m. for you and wide awake. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, there is a way to get rid of them. They're all in places where they can cut them out. But my lack thereof insurance will not allow me to be able to do it without paying full price for it, and I can't afford the $20,000 for the procedure. Yeah, I know, right? A lot of money just to go in there and knock me out and cut out a bunch of freaking tumors, and that are easy to get to. And easy to heal. But no, they're going to take their damn time. Wait for it to turn into cancer. But, guys, that's the problem with the American medical system. If you ain't got money and you ain't got insurance, you're screwed. I mean, like, absolutely screwed, because you ain't getting treatment, guys. You ain't getting no kind of help. Oh, I got you there, subject 14. Oh, yeah, it's definitely terrible, Joe. Yes, a free healthcare system would actually benefit the United States. It really honestly would. But you'll never see it. We're too much of a capitalist nation. We rely too much on the almighty dollar. So you'll never see a free American health system. If you do, somebody else done moved in and took over. Sorry, guys, my sketchbook was sliding off the couch. And yes, one more quick look. It is covered in duct tape. It started falling apart on me, so I duct taped the ever-loving crap out of it. But, hey, guys, it works. Not to get political, but who did you vote for, Clint? Trump or Kamala? I don't vote. And the reason being is because I don't trust a single politician. I haven't since I've been old enough to vote. Whenever I finally see a politician that I believe in, that I will get behind his message, that I really think he'll do something about the problems America's facing, I'll go register and I'll vote. But he better be some JFK, Martin Luther King, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln style son of a bitch before I go vote. Because he better stand up there and really make some changes. And the reason being is because if I don't vote, I can't bitch that much. The only thing I can bitch about is the state of the country. Y'all have a lot of parties in Australia? I didn't know that. Well, who would you have voted for? It wouldn't have been Kamala, but it wouldn't have been Trump either. It probably would have been the Libertarian Party, because I myself am a libertarian. I believe in the Constitution, what it stood for, and what this country was founded on. So, yeah, I would have gone by the Constitution. So I probably would have voted for the Libertarian Party. But I definitely wouldn't have voted for Trump or Kamala. I definitely don't. First off, Trump doesn't have a political background, except for the one term he ran as president. So, no, I don't want him in office. He's not a political figure. Second, I don't like Kamala. There's something about her. I'm not going to say that she's a bad person or anything like that. There's just something about her that irks on my nerves. And so I trust my gut. We should labor liberal Greens and independents. We have labor liberals, Greens, and independents. Oh, okay, subject. That sounds interesting. Thank you, Joe. That's just the way I look at things. I'm not very political, to tell you the truth. But when somebody finally goes to step up there that is a true leader, Teddy Roosevelt, Ulysses S. Grant, these kinds of people, John Adams, Andrew Jackson, these were great presidents. Let somebody else step up that's like them. I'll fall in line. It's just a simple thing of choosing the proper leaders. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you too. With all respect to those who voted for Kamala or Donald Trump, you guys all have your own opinions. You guys all have your own right to do and say what you want to do. Welcome to America. But this is my opinion, and that's just where it's going to be. You're back. What's up, Nightshade? Yeah, we need good people as leaders over there, and as over there, they have all the power for sure. You know, man, subject, when it comes down to them having the power that they have, you know, the ability to pass an executive order and take away our rights that quick. Buddy, no, 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 no. That is why we have the Second Amendment. That is why we are supposed to be able to own any kind of weapon that the military owns. The reason being is simply for one purpose. If our government gets out of control. That was the reason for the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms and to overthrow those in power if they are abusing said power. That is the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America. We the people, by the people, for the people. Let's see what we got here. No one should be able to do that. If I could vote, I would go with Albanese Dutton. It's like Australian Trump. Oh, okay. Personally, I thought that Kamala Harris was not a good candidate, so I figured Donald Trump was better. But in a way, I said the same thing. I don't think either candidates were the best for the job. Definitely agree. Yeah, Trump was a little bit better because at least he's got a business backing, so he at least understands economy. But that's about all he's got going for him. He is I dislike button. I got you, Joe. You hate Dutton. Yeah, man, I totally, I'm sitting on 3 guns right now. They're right here stored inside my couch in my RV. I have another gun sitting right there in my in my bedroom. I have a 4th gun at my dad's. It's my deer rifle. You know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons sitting around me that are melee weapons. I totally agree with the Second Amendment. Well, I mean, he knows economics, not really the economy. I said that one wrong, but he does know economics. Yes, he is close to starting World War III. And that's why I'm glad I know how to do bushcrafting and survive in the wild. Because guess what this dude's doing? I'm disappearing. Heck yeah, I will support the Second Amendment all day long. And the Democrats don't. No, the Democrats want to take away the guns. But guys, if you take away firearms from civilians, you know, the law-abiding civilians, you're leaving firearms in the hands of one group, the criminals. They're going to keep getting their hands on them guns. So you're going to be putting people in situations where they're facing firearms and they've got nothing. I don't think so. I'm not going to switch out my trusty 410 for some pepper ball gun. No. It ain't happening. I don't want no CO2 powered paintball gun to hit this guy in the face with some pepper spray. No, I want to blow him back out my door and say, "See you, bitch." You know, bye, Felicia. You know, I think he's close to ticking some people off, for sure. I'm sorry, Nightshade. You're about to have to go. You can take away the guns from the good people, but the bad people are still always going to have their hands on the guns regardless if you take them away, for sure. I'm sorry, Nightshade. But it was good to talk to you for a little while, for sure. You know, we're about to hit the end of the hour anyway, guys. So I'm probably going to go on ahead and end it here. If I still can't sleep, I'll probably jump back on, guys. So if any of y'all are still awake, I'll see y'all then. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Take care of yourselves. You know, and of course, y'all are the backbone and the very, very essence of this channel. So keep them likes rolling in. Keep sharing these videos. Keep hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon. And come join the family, guys. We'll see you here. See you from the swamp. Later from a gator. Love you, mama. Love you, papa. Love yourself. Be kind. Always find a way to help, guys. We'll catch you next time.